I gotta give them what they ask for. Like Tupac spitting out of tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it done with where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. Nope, giving like 5. Still got a heart of gold, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Duck Mo's at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me.
We come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. To Danny Green. Davis. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Done. To Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter powers it through.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
And hits. Davis with the baseline Jay. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Levine to Markkanen. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Count the bucket for 2.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Davis. They work it down to Cousins. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Done to Levine. Nothing going here on that drive. Levine to Wendell Carter. Trying to cash in. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Kuzma to James. From the outside, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Danny Green to James. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Chris Dunn. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
To Davis. To Cousins. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
DeMarcus Cousins trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Oh, he can't connect. Chicago possession.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ, but Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight finals wins. To Young. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Anthony Davis, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
The assist from number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
To Porter. Thaddeus Young, defended by Cousins. Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Lakers ball. To Caldwell-Pope. Won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Caldwell-Pope. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Missed his first. That one goes.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Wendell Carter. He throws it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
The assist from number 31.
Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
The assist from number 31.
We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. We're back with more after this. You're watching a Saturday matinee edition of the NBA on EA Sports. Jay, in the first quarter, if you own shares of stock in the offenses, you'd make a lot of easy money. There was no defense to start this one.
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, One of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
DeMarcus Cousins tips it. That's his third block this evening.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Caldwell Pope. Off the iron. No good. To Young. Screen coming. Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. Cousins to Caldwell Pope. Has a look. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Five to shoot for the Bulls. Shot misses there by Valentine. Gets to the basket and scores.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
To Wendell Carter. It's a big finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Stepping in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 3.
Got it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Caldwell Pope. Davis. Not that time. Anthony Davis with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Kuzma. To Caldwell Pope. Davis to Caldwell Pope. James. That's good D. Shot no good. Bulls with it. Done. To Markkanen. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lauri Markkanen. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Foul and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. And he misses that one free throw. From the painted area, won't go down. Kyle Kuzma has the basketball. To Danny Green. Takes stock of the floor. Danny Green. Gets it in the right corner. It's James. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Chris Dunn.
Defense, let's go.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Kuzma, defended by the former Hoya. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
To Markkanen. Driving right to...
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Gets it in the left corner. Baseline drive. Layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Bulls have it. Levine to Markkanen. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Across the timeline comes James. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. And the finish at the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Time expires to end the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
The Lakers will start the Bulls are still very much in this matchup. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
To Zach Levine. Great feed. Sets it up. Shot from the lane won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
Ed, you're allowed 2 steps after you pick the basketball up. It doesn't matter which feet you step with, but 2 counts.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Chicago with the possession. Dunn. James into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. And 2 for AD. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
To Porter. To Wendell Carter. The drive, right to the basket. Otto Porter, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Here's Davis. Bulls with the basketball. Dunn to Levine. Anthony Davis with a piece. 4th this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. He's struggled so far. First try at the line, no good. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Dunn. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Reset it.
Kuzma over to the right side. LeBron James. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Danny Green to James. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it. And he finishes at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Davis to James. Doesn't get the bounce.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Anthony Davis against Porter. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Davis to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. He's now 4 for 6.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Levine to Markkanen.
Los Angeles Lakers. Number 7, JaVale McGee.
The pass set it all up.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Dunn to Markkanen. Deep left corner. Levine. Won't go down. To Caldwell Pope. And the reward, he's going to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. To Markkanen. Otto Porter, 3 for 6 now.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Chicago basketball. To Markkanen. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
LeBron into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Zach LaVine doing what he does best. Three quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. The Bulls have the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. And this one looked like it might be a mismatch coming in. But, Jay, this has been a much closer game than anybody could have bargained for.
Well, these are the moments within the games where the team with the lead gets a little bit tight. When a team who's down, who has the firepower that this team does, you got to make sure that you execute every matter of the game in order to finally close it out.
Bulls with the rock. To Zach LaVine. Short jumper stays out. To Kyle Kuzma. Davis. Stuffs it down with authority.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To LaVine. Screen coming.
Screen's coming. Here it is. Watch that go.
Zach LaVine. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Davis. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
It's Chicago ball. To Young. Surveys the floor. To Markkanen. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Deep right corner. Davis. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Dunn to Zach LaVine. And scores.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
To Danny Green. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Chicago possession to Markkanen. Here comes the screen. Porter to Markkanen. Beyond the arc for three. Cousins there for the rebound. To James. Not that time. Levine to Chris Dunn. It was right there. Davis. To Kyle Kuzma. Driving right to the basket. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Wendell Carter. Levine to Chris Dunn. Chicago with 4 to shoot. To Markkanen. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To James. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Bulls with it. Dunn to Wendell Carter. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
For Los Angeles, number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And there's the foul. Going to play this one out, even though it seems all but over in a 9-point game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again.
Our summer basketball games. Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Levine to Porter. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Has a chance. Shot by Dunn, no good. Deep three at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers put together a nice win here today. And these are the kind of highlights I love to see. Check out the defensive effort that turns so many shots into really embarrassing moments. The Bulls couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Los Angeles Lakers did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lakers came away with the victory in this one. And how could I? The Lakers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And these are the kind of highlights I love to see. Check out the defensive effort that turns so many shots into really embarrassing moments. The Bulls didn't look